if I want to include technology in my class, so another kind of workshop is there. So our school is also organizing workshops for their teachers, and from CBSEs and NCRTs also we are having different kind of workshops trained for teachers especially.
Hi, welcome to Illustrate, your very own school search engine that helps you find the best schools for your kid based on various filters and parameters.
Today we have Miss Karima, who works as a science educator at AVB Public School, which is located in Patparganj, Delhi. To get to know more details about the school, let's have a conversation with her. Hi, Karima.
Hi, sir.
To begin with, can you talk about how a typical day works at AVB Public School and how do you make sure that a balanced education is being maintained?
So basically, in our school, we welcome student daily with a big smile and with open hands, right? After this, we are having a morning assembly, right? Starting with, we follow with some announcement. After assembly, we are having quite important announcements for the students, or maybe some kind of inter-house activities we are having, some kind of cultural events we are having. They all are completed within the course of assembly. When the assembly gets over, then we start with the classroom schedule, or the class starts at 8:30 a.m., which are then we are having periods for 35 or 40 minutes. Each period is of 35 or 40 minutes. After this, we complete with our 4 periods. And after completing 4 periods, there is a break for students, which is our lunch break. It's quite an important break for the students because it is required for them to get interacted with the students in other class, their friends and all, right? And again, after completing the break, we are followed with the other 4 periods, again for 35, 40 minutes. And a structured routine is basically over there. Academics are completed, then extracurricular activities are over there. Basically, we make sure whenever the child is going back to home, he goes or she goes with a big smile on his face or on her face, because it satisfies their parents, and seeing them satisfied, we are getting satisfied too. So it is a structured routine basically.
Got it. Can you talk about your approach in teaching science to students of different abilities?
Basically, what happens when you're teaching science, everyone enjoys science because a lot of, laboratory work is there, a lot of, handicraft work is there, demonstrations are there, and we are having well-equipped laboratories with us. We are having physics laboratory, chemistry laboratory, biology laboratory with us. So we are having hands-on experiment starting from the junior classes from till 4th or 5th, we are having EVS, but from 6th standard onwards, we are having science as a main subject till 12th standard. So whatever the students are being taught in the class, we are trying our level best to make them sure that they are learning it by doing, because this is what they want from the science. Science is basically whatever you are doing, they learn maximum from that. They are seeing, okay, they are knowing, they are hearing, okay, they are knowing, but whenever they are getting involved in the different kind of activities or in the different kind of project work, maybe different kind of practicals, they learn maximum by that. Actually, what happens whenever we are having a good science chapter, for example, if I'm teaching class 6 and I'm teaching them separation of substances, so they really get to know that what they are doing at their home, what their mothers are doing at their home. When they are making the tea, basically what they are doing separation of substances, right? What the our construction sites pe kya ho raha hai? Construction sites pe bhi they are having that separation of substances they are doing. So basically, they are getting to know what is being attached to their real life experiences. And whenever we are attaching the things to real life experiences, obviously they get to learn lot and more things. And students are very happy whenever they are doing it by themselves. If I'm taking any subject enrichment activity, what we are teaching them from their textbook, they actually perform better than that. What we expect from that, they are doing it by themselves. Whatever the circuit, if I'm teaching electric current and circuits, so they are happy when they are making the circuits themselves by gluing the lamp, or by making the motor work, or by simply getting to know how fan works. So whenever they are involved in different kind of experiments or maybe hand-on activities, they learn the maximum. So this is what our main priority is. This is what we are prioritizing over here, that whenever we are teaching science or any other subject we are teaching, we are making sure that they are getting to know or they are getting to learn maximum, right? We are having different kind of smart boards we are having in our classes. So if there is any topic which is very good in that, or any kind of video that I want to share with them, I'm having that particular thing in my class. If I want to make them learn regarding the plants, if I want to teach them regarding the leaves, we are having very green area in our school, basically meant for this only. We are practicing your what to call that tree plantation every month. So they are getting to know more and more from there only about noise pollution, about different presentations we are using, different kind of aids we are using. So each and everything which we are doing in our class is basically a child-centered thing. And whenever you put child into the center, obviously they get benefit by that only.
Got it. So, can you share an example of a student initially being not so strong in science subject, but later because of your teaching methods and the facilities at AVB Public School saw a great progress?
Yes, sir. I mean, in each and every year, we are having those students. We have to give them those things in which a student have to involve themselves and then get better by that. For example, if I share one of the examples, I remember Mukul Gupta. If I'm taking the name of the student, he has already passed the 12th class.
Okay.
When he entered our school, he was in 6th standard. And again, as I was the class teacher, his mother was so concerned. On the first week of the school, he lost his science book. I don't know where he lost it. After that, he got it in the school premises only. Maybe that book got into some other kid's bag. But his mother was over concerned for the child. Ma'am, ye bolta nahi hai. He talks very less. Please do take care of him. And things like that. So I was like, okay, the mother is quite concerned and the child is a single child. So obviously the things will come up with the parents. But slowly and steadily, what happens when I saw the child, when I saw the behavior of the child, that he is interested in the particular areas. He is enjoying my class. He is enjoying the English class. He is enjoying the mathematics class as well. But where he is enjoying, जहाँ पे हम उसको बहुत ज़्यादा थोड़ा सा pull कर पा रहे हैं. We are saying कि Mukul, please come forward. Mukul, this task has been given to you, completed by this date. The deadlines are being given to them, the projects are being given to them. And in one of my sessions, I know that I have given him the monitorship of the class for almost 1 month. Right? So those hidden talents are coming out of that. Those hidden talents came out of that, and he gained confidence along with that. When he went to 7th standard, yes, he was a bit confident, but not that. When he went to 8th standard, again, because his priorities were changing, he was getting involved in different kind of tasks in the class. He was involved in different kind of assemblies in the school. He was involved in different kind of project works in the school, So the teamwork, what he learned, the confidence that he gained, or maybe the kind of peer group that he got along with that, he learned from each and every stage. And when he passed the 12th standard, then I got to know from his mother only that he got admission in one of the engineering colleges. So, and he was a science background student. So that was a nice experience, or one of the good experiences, which I remember. Otherwise, in each and every class, we are having those students which are hidden somewhere, but we have to pull them out. As an educator or as a teacher, this is our responsibility to understand what the student require. Obviously, each and every child is a different kind of student. They are having different pace. They are having different kind of environment at home. They are having different kind of pre-knowledge, whatever they have learned in their previous classes. But as an educator, it is our role, it is our duty to take the hidden part out of them. And yes, I can say that the things that we are having in our school helps us a lot to take those hidden parts out from the students. So yes, Mukul is one of those examples.
Good to know. Good to know. So, can you talk about how you utilize technology in your classrooms and your teaching style?
Yes, sir. As I talked about it earlier also, that we are having smart boards. We are having smart classes along with that. We are having that particular setup in our classes, that if in middle of the class, if I want to change up to that particular setup, I can switch to that digital mode also, right? Along with that, if I'm having that particular break, जब हमारे पास break होता है, whenever we are having any kind of holidays going on, if holidays are going on, and if I want to take the class of my students, students, I can go to the Teams app that we are having. We are having two other apps also. One is Parent Alarm app and second is Teams app. Whatever the information that I am having, whatever the things which I haven't shared in the class, I can put those information on my Parents Alarm app and on the Teams app. I can assign them, I can assign my class on that also, so that student can learn whatever they want to learn sitting at home only. And in classroom, if I say, so that our classrooms are digitalized, our classroom are having smart classes. So whatever the thing or whatever the class that I want to switch to, I can easily switch to, right? If I want to show any kind of presentation, yes, the setup is present in my class. If I want to show any kind of, if I want to take any kind of worksheet, yes, it is totally present in our classes.
Got it. And how do you assess student understanding and progress in science? And can you describe any formative or summative assessment that you have used effectively?
Yes, sir. See, basically, sir, we at AVB, what we cater on is the holistic progress of the child, right? The overall development of the child. So in this criteria, summative assessment is important, pen and paper test is important, but before that, before coming to that 100 marks test or maybe 80 marks test, it is important to take those small formative assessments, or maybe continuous and comprehensive evaluation should be there, right? So depending on the chapter wise data, depending on the chapter wise whatever the things we are teaching them, we have designed worksheets, we have designed special project based activities, we have different kind of quizzes for them. We are having science quiz, we are having social science quiz. Basically the subjects are divided, or the subjects, teachers have divided their subjects in the different areas, so that they can easily assess them before taking the summative assessments. Because summative assessment, they are going to write the answers to the question, but before that we need to take care of the child, that whether the child is being able to discuss it in the class. So the group discussions are there. If I want to say whether the child is having that particular diagrammatically he is okay or not, then we can take diagram test also, that we are having diagram test also. If I want to check whether my chapter has been assessed thoroughly or not, then we are having worksheets for that. After each and every chapter, we make sure that students are getting different kind of worksheets in the form of test, maybe in the form of quizzes, maybe in the form of group discussion or the class discussion, or maybe in the form of project. We are giving project to them in the holiday homeworks also. We are giving them projects in the summer breaks also, in the winter breaks also. So yes, we are keeping them assessed during the whole year, not only the end of the year, not in the middle of the year, but during the whole year. We are keeping them busy. We are taking either one, we are taking it either in the one form or in the other form.
Got it. What are the opportunities does the school provide to enhance your teaching skills?
Basically, sir, from NCRTs and CBSEs, we are having so many workshops over there. So if I want to learn something, if I want to have a happy classroom, then a happy teacher should be there. So this is also a topic of workshop from there. If I want to include technology in my class, so another kind of workshop is there. So our school is also organizing workshops for their teachers, and from CBSEs and NCRTs also, we are having different kind of workshops framed for teachers especially. Because if the teacher is not skilled, if the teacher is not updated, then obviously we cannot update our children. So yes, our teachers are being updated time to time. We are having different workshops for them. We are following some criteria for our teachers to follow, that yes, you should have these particular norms for being there in our school. And if they are lacking, that's not a problem. We can arrange the workshops for them. So it's not a necessity that if they are coming to our school or if they are joining our school, they should have these things. No, if they're having the capability, we are having the sources for them. We are arranging the workshops. We are having the presentations. We are sending them to CBSEs and NCRTs for joining the different workshops, online and offline both. So we are having good, good, what to call it, experienced teachers also. So they are having that experience. If the student is coming to the school, he or she will get the best equipped teacher for that.
Got it. So can you also talk about how does the school's environment support effective teaching? And also, if you would like to bring any new initiatives as a teacher, what kind of freedom do you have at your school?
For the freedom, if you are talking about that, for being a teacher, if I say, so yes, I'm having that kind of freedom that I can arrange my class in my order. If I want to take my class to the ground, if I want to tell them a story in the ground, yes, I am having that freedom. If I want to assess my child in or assess my class in a particular way, yes, I am having the freedom. If I want to take the extra class of the student, if I want to take the remedial class of the particular group of students who are lacking behind, yes, I'm having that freedom. I just have to talk to my in charge, or I have to talk to the principal ma'am. And yes, I guarantee you this thing, that she never says no for any new thing. She always welcomes the new thing from the teacher's side. This is my experience. This is what I have experienced working in the school. Ki yes, as a teacher, if I want to inculcate any new thing for my teaching, we are free for that. It's nothing like, you have to go through or towards that only, or you have to go to a particular direction only. We can take whatever the initiatives we are having.
Great. Coming to the end of our interview, if you'd like to suggest parents who are looking for best schools in Delhi, especially AVB Public School, what would you suggest?
So basically, if any parent is looking for the overall development, for the holistic progress of the child, for the inclusive education, if I say, which is the need of the hours, parents basically, when they come, they do not look for only the academic part. They nowadays they are looking for extracurricular activities also. So this is what we are fulfilling. We are giving them the best of the academics. We are giving them the best of the extracurricular activities. We are having the swimming pool in the in our school. We are having yoga period. We are having sports period. We are having a well-maintained ground. We are having badminton court. We are giving volleyball training. We are having horse riding for the students. Then we are having smart board technologies. We are having Audi for the students. That sometimes what happens, the student might get easily they get offended कि बहुत time हो गया पढ़ रहे हैं. We need a particular break for that. So for that also, for their free time also, we are having the auditorium for them. So in that particular auditorium, we are making it sure कि students are involving in one or the other kind of videos which are important for them, or which are beneficial for them. So horse riding is there for their time. Then your swimming is there for all the classes, being it your junior classes or maybe the senior classes. Then badminton court is for there. So each and every criteria we are looking forward to. We are having well-equipped computer labs, right? For seniors, we are having different, and for juniors, we are having different computer labs, so that we can easily, maintain the diversion of the students. Seniors, they are having different kind of need for the computer lab. They need different kind of softwares. They need different kind of attention for their. And for junior classes, if I say whatever they need, whatever their requirement is, we are having that in our school. So not only academics, we are looking for the holistic development. We are looking for the overall development of the child. We are having our counselor also. Today in nowadays, mental health is one of the main issues. So for that also, we are having a counselor also, which look forward to the different, emotional support, maybe some kind of emotional support. Sometimes students need emotional support. Sometimes student needs different kind of supports also. So for that also, we need different criterias, right? So starting from the sports and till your horse riding, from the 12th class till our preschool nursery, we are having each and every criteria which the parent look for in a good school. So yes, if they are looking for that, then AVB is their option.
Thank you for joining and sharing some informative details about the school.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.